slowly now. Come into the light where I can see you. Wait. You're not one of the scientific staff. Who the blazes are you? I know every face on the project, and you're not one of them. How did you know I was down here? You found it in... You mean to say you were inside the interchange? Just how did you get in there? They sealed the place tight. You found one. Just found a keycard. I believe you. It's so ludicrous that I searched to no avail. Will you just find one? Too ludicrous to be untrue. The interchange. Open again after all this time. Astonishing. I thought it was sealed for good, and its contents forever out of reach. But look, do you realize what this means? If you have access to the interchange, then we might be able to stop this nightmare before it spreads beyond the wall. You must have seen it. In the interchange. That damned infestation. We first discovered the growth at the Oberon site. I was one of the team assigned to study it. You know, first we thought it was benign. Beneficial even, according to the early results. To our eternal shame, we did. In hindsight, it was too soon. But science moves quickly here. In our experiments, small doses of the growth in a purified form showed the most astonishing effect on cognitive capability. But it was not purified nearly enough, as it transpired. Its active agent was much more active than we realized. What it was doing to both our bodies and our minds all the while, it beggars imagination. We thought we held the future in a test tube. But all we had isolated was evil in its purest form. But don't worry yourself on that point. Contamination is inevitable here. That stuff started seeping into your blood the moment you set foot inside the zone. But you'll be all right now that you found me. You just have to trust me. And we have so little time. I desperately need your help. I need you to go back to the medical facility, and this time, go deeper. All the way down to the quarantine level. Somewhere in there is a sealed cylinder. It's labeled Sample 1. Find it, and bring it here to me. Do that, and I can promise answers. Answers, and a way out of here. Here's my keycard. It will get you deeper into the medical section. It was the first sample of the growth that was extracted. We took it to the lab to test it. That was a few months before the disaster. It's a pure sample, and that's what makes it so important. Before you go, you should help yourself to a dose of my inoculant. There's one lying around here somewhere. If you ever encounter a thick area of growth, or are suffering from a potent strain of the infection, that stuff will ease the burden. It should give you a better chance of surviving infested areas. And with any luck, it will silence the voices in your head. Best of luck. Time is of the essence. You can see why I must keep myself hidden away down here. Yes, it's under control, but I'll never be entirely free of it. Thanks to this apparatus, I found a way to inoculate myself, halting the infection before it could fully establish itself. If my colleagues had shown more faith in my line of experimentations, well, we wouldn't be where and what we are now.
Wonder what's going on with Nancy and Asper. Likely things.
Don't know the password, do you? Thought as much. That's far enough. Get lost.
Not sure I like the look of you. You have free passage to our prison. What did you learn? How did Garrow manage to disable our security? You mean that radio she had with her was nothing of the sort? Good heavens. The blithering idiots who searched her said it was harmless. Blast them. That's good work on your part. Well done. The more we can understand the barred gadgetry littering this place, the better our chances of escaping. Here, take this for your excellent service. And I presume you have Garrow's device. Hang on to it for the moment. I'm willing to trust you with it. Do not let me down. It may perform wonders, but it won't stop a bullet. You seem very capable, and that more than anything else makes me inclined to place some faith in you to continue doing the right thing. The fates of my force and yours are bound together. You realize that? Help us, and we will help you. Remember that. And in any case, something more pressing has occurred in your absence. It seems some of the villagers are unhappy with our recent enforcements of martial law and have allied themselves with the savages in the woods. The swine broke in here and stole several items. Most importantly, part of our radio set. Reparations for injustice, they called it. I have no doubt that they intend to make a gift of them to those so-called druids as some sort of offering. That shower of feeble-witted maniacs thinks that anything scientific must be returned to the soil, as if radios are some form of root vegetable, apparently. But what they took is critical and highly sensitive. If I may be frank, I have concerns that some of my men have gone a little native, if you take my meaning. They may not be entirely immune to the blandishments of these self-proclaimed druids. You, on the other hand, you haven't had a chance to weaken. You'll stay true to the mission. And should the druids capture you, well, they'll see that you're not from the village, so shouldn't provoke a revenge attack here. Listen, I have an escape plan. You've helped me, and I'm willing to reciprocate it by bringing you along when we leave. But it's all for nothing if we don't have the radio to send a signal requesting extraction. Once the interference field is cleared. If these druids have our radio equipment, I can make a good educated guess as to where they'll have salted it away. I'll mark the spot on your map for you. I cannot emphasize how vital repairing our radio is. Anything else you find there? Well, that can remain buried as far as I'm concerned. Excellent. Good luck. Yes, what is it? Good day to you. Stay out of trouble, eh?
Citizens of Wyndham, any attempt to interfere with
Addressing civilian! Stand back, citizen!
Fancy hiding a freak like that in your bedroom, I ask you.
It were husband, mate.
Not once he changed, he wasn't. Then he was just a liability. She should have let us torch him, soon as he started to turn.
Easy to say. What do we do now, anyway?
I don't know. Search for contraband, I suppose. Help yourself to anything you feel like.
Ain't that looting?
Yeah. Loot is for civvies. We commandeer.
attention.
Here at the pub.
The site of the recent patrol robot malfunction is off limits to all citizens. Remember, radiation is the invisible killer.
You are doing well. Continue to do well. It is imperative that you continue to do well. Much depends upon you continuing to do well.
Not sure I like the look of you.
Those villagers doing it for us. Don't do nothing worthwhile this long.
Toe the line, you!
Citizens of Wyndham, if you or any of your
Keep your
friends
nose
or
clean.
family show signs you are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety. The area you are in is known to contain outlaws, lunatics, and monstrosities. Remember, a warning shot
Hello again. Nice trading with you. You need anything, Molly will be